DIBELS Reports for Parents, presented by the OPS Intervention Team. What is DIBELS? DIBELS stands for Dynamic Indicators of Basic Early Literacy Skills. DIBELS is a series of short, quick assessments. It assesses critical skills necessary for successful beginning reading, including phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, and comprehension. At OPS, DIBELS is administered 3 times a year, once in the fall, once in the winter, and in the spring. Teachers use DIBELS as one of the data points to plan targeted instruction in reading. After identifying an area or areas to target in instruction, teachers use DIBELS to progress monitor students.
So what does DIBELS assess? In grades K through 1, DIBELS assesses letter naming fluency. This is a test of related early literacy skills. It assesses student ability to say the names of upper and lowercase letters in the English alphabet. In grades K through 1, DIBELS also assesses phoneme segmentation fluency. This is phonemic awareness, and it refers to a child's ability to hear and manipulate sounds in spoken words only. For grades K through 2, DIBELS assesses both nonsense word fluency and word reading fluency. These are phonics skills. They indicate the ability to learn the individual sounds in spoken language and map those sounds to specific written letters in the English language. In grades 1 through 5, DIBELS assesses oral reading fluency. And in kindergarten, DIBELS assesses word reading fluency. These skills refer to the student's ability to read text accurately and automatically so that students can understand what they are reading. In grades 2 through 5, DIBELS assesses the maze. This is a reading comprehension skill, referring to the child's ability to understand what is read. How does OPS use DIBELS data? Well, our administration, interventionists, and classroom teachers all use the data. Students are assessed 3 times a year, beginning, middle, and end of the year. The classroom teachers progress monitor students and create small groups. Then they differentiate instruction within those groups. Our intervention teachers, like ourselves, create small groups focusing on targeted instruction. Our administration looks for trends across grade levels. They create a learning profile of the students, and they analyze this with other data.
How to read a report. You'll notice on the left-hand side, they will always have your children's name right over here. On the other side, you will always see the heading of whatever area is being tested, the goal for the end of the year, a little head with a number next to it, which is where your child specifically scored, and then underneath you will see the goal for that time of the year. When you receive these reports, you will receive it just showing the beginning in the beginning of the year. Once we're in the middle of the year, it will then give you the results from the beginning to the middle. And at the end of the year, you will have all 3 areas. Please notice that in this area, it looks like Chelsea went backwards in her learning. However, she did not. If you look at the bottom, the goal had changed. So she made progress from 45 to 54 in her correct letter sounds. All of these tests are about 1 minute each, and they're all read the same way. Your child, the goal for the beginning, the goal for the middle, the goal for the end. You will also notice that it shows you a national percentile, and that is where your child is nationally.
Now let's take a look at the 3rd page of the parent report. On the left-hand side, we have MAZE. MAZE is administered to students in grades 2 through 5 only. MAZE is a measure of reading comprehension. We can see that Chelsea met the benchmark at the end of the year with her score of 9.5. On the right-hand side is the DIBELS 8 composite score. This is a combination of scores that is based on the multiple measures that have been administered. This composite score shows the big picture of Chelsea's reading. As we saw earlier, Chelsea was below the goal in several individual measures. However, when we look at her reading overall, we find that she is meeting the goal. As we come to an end, let's review some key takeaways about DIBELS. The DIBELS is an assessment that provides a snapshot of your child as a reader. Results of the DIBELS allow teachers to differentiate instruction for young readers. We encourage you to read with your child daily at home to foster their literacy skills and help them develop a love of learning.